Hello students, today's our topic is isomerism under your unit first. So in this particular lesson, today we will learn about the isomerism basic concept, the next one, the types of isomerism, and rather than this, we have to focus that what are the types of structural isomerism. Because in our syllabus the main focus is given on only structural isomerism, so we will focus there only. Let's start. And now I think some of you were remembering this game, and I think hopefully you all have played this game in your childhood, or if not in reality, then mostly I know very well that you all have played this game in your mobile. There's also one app for this one game. I think most of you have played this one. So what is this slide is showing? So I just want to ask you one thing, that did you love playing with this particularly building blocks when you are just a child? Or I think in young age also you all have, just love this particularly game. Remember how use the same set of blocks to create a different shapes and structures by taking them apart and putting them back together again. Well, molecular formulas are not this particularly like a building block, and they can provide us with the clues about structural isomers. Okay, these particularly blocks will give us a clue for the structural isomers, that how these particularly blocks are arranging to make a new particular building. And if you change any one block from any side, then you will make a different building with a different block, right? Similarly, this thing or this particular game will be applied on your particular isomerism topic. In this particularly lesson, molecular formula tell us how many atoms of each element there are in a molecule, just like this building block. These atoms can bond together. Suppose that these all are atoms. Okay, like this building block, suppose that these atoms can bond together in a different way, either this type or other building. So structural molecule isomers are the molecules with the same molecular formula, but their atoms have a different arrangement of bond. Okay, now come to the definition. In this definition, firstly we have to focus, what do you mean by the term isomerism? Iso means similar, mers means part. Okay, the Greek word iso is just like your isos, and mers is originated from meros. So isomerism, this word is originated from the word isos meros, and the meaning of this one, equal part, or according to me, iso means similar and mers means part. So this one is our isomer, means similar part. This particular and this phenomena is called as isomerism. Okay, those compound which shows isomerism are called as isomers, and this property is called as isomerism. So this term was coined by the Swedish chemist Jacob Berzelius in the year 1830. So this thing we have to remember always. If someone asks you what is isomerism, you have to say This one is not a very tough job. This one is just like a play of a building blocks. And you have to explain them on the basis of this particular game. The next thing, you should know what is the meaning of, what is the term meaning of this particularly isomerism. Okay, and who have discovered, who have coined this term? Then you have to say he was a Jacob Berzelius in the year 1830. Now come to the point. Now, if now we know very well about the term isomerism means, now come to the definition. What is this particularly isomerism? So this one is the phenomena in which more than one compound having a same chemical formula but different chemical structure, as I told you in this particular slide, right? Having the same chemical formula, you can see here in this particular game, having a same blocks, either blue, yellow, green, red, right? Having the same blocks, but you can prepare a different buildings, either like this, triangular, tetrangular, or just horizontal, like that. You can prepare a different type of building. So similarly here, so isomerism is the phenomena in which more than one compounds having a same chemical formula but different chemical structure. Now, hopefully you understood about this particular definition. Now, so like that, we can say that the chemical compound that have an identical chemical formula but different in the properties or the arrangement of atom in the molecule are called isomers. Easy? It's so easy if you have made a one concept of this particular game. Okay, chemical compounds having the same molecular formula but different property, or you can say a different arrangement of atoms in the molecule are called as isomers. So therefore the compounds exhibit isomerism property and these compounds are known as a isomers. Now what is this? This one is telling about the functional group. In this particularly isomerism, what will be happen? The functional group and the atoms in the molecules of these isomers are linked in a different ways. Okay, the functional group and atom in the molecule of these isomers are linked in a different way. And that arrangement, it means the different structural isomers are assigned to different IUPAC name since they may or may not contain the same functional group. The different types of structural isomers, it will be discussed in this subsections. Okay, so this one was about the isomerism, structural isomerism. That this structural isomerism, it may be held to the various type of things in a different way. Either there will be a functional group will be different, their chain will be different, their position will be different. So based upon these things, we can say that all the atoms will be linked with each other in a different ways to proceed our isomerism. So these particularly isomerism or this particularly isomer are divided into two parts, structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Okay, structural and stereoisomerism. So structural isomerism, as the name indicates, this one is just related to the chemical structure of molecule. Okay, the next thing, in this particular structure formula, you will see that how in this particular structural isomerism, you will also see that how the atoms are arranged. Okay, and suppose that I will give you an example. In the coming slide, I will give you an example of butane and isobutane, where you will see that butane and isobutane are the structural formula, structural isomers. They both having a same chemical formula but different arrangement of atom. And now what about this particularly your stereoisomerism? This particularly stereoisomerism is a property of stereoisomers. Now what is a stereoisomers? This particularly stereoisomers are the compounds that differ because of the orientation. Okay, I know you may be thinking that what does a, just if I say you that a stereoisomerism are the compound that differ because of the orientation in space. Now you will just imagine about the space, but don't imagine like that. You will be just thinking that what does have what does this particular space have to do with this chemistry. Think of it this way. There's just like a suppose that a piece of paper and begin rotating the atoms and bond. Doesn't understand? Suppose that just like you just imagine that you can lift a chemical structure of, okay, you can lift a chemical structure of a piece of paper and begin rotating the atoms and bond, twisting the molecule, spinning it in a different direction, and this ability refers to the molecular geometry or stereochemistry of a compound. It is just nothing like that. It is a just like a 3D orientation or arrangement of atoms in a compound. This stereoisomerism is a 3D arrangement of atoms in a compound. This stereoisomerism are subdivided into two parts: geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Okay, geometrical and optical isomerism. Rather than, I think you have also listed the two types of stereoisomers: enantiomer and diastereomer. In this stereoisomerism, what will be happen? There only you have to try to visualize, imagine. Okay, you have to try to visualize, or we can say the visually imagine the spatial arrangement of molecule. And this stereoisomerism or enantiomer, diastereomer are based upon the imagination only. Now, if you don't know about the enantiomer and diastereomer, so I will tell you a small thing. That enantiomer are the types of stereoisomer where the compounds are a mirror image to each other and non-superimposable. Okay, and I think most of you have listened about the exercise with your hand too. And the diastereomer are the isomers that are not mirror image to each other and that are non-superimposable, like a cis trans. But here about this in the detail, I will not discuss about the stereoisomerism, because the stereoisomerism you will learn about this stereoisomerism in your next semester, coming semester. Okay, in this stereoisomerism you will learn in the coming semester. In this semester only you have to focus on this particularly structural isomerism. And I think, as per my knowledge, I think this structural isomerism is so easy in comparison to this particularly stereoisomerism. So what is this particularly structural isomerism? As I told you, structural isomerism means where the chemical structures are same, but there is a difference in the arrangement of atoms. So these structural isomerism are subdivided into these things. You can see here: chain isomerism, positional isomerism, functional isomerism, ring chain isomerism, metamerism, and tautomerism. Different books having a different types of a suppose that in some books they have included only chain, functional, and position isomerism. Okay, in some of the books they have mentioned only three things: chain, position, and function. They didn't mention about metamerism, ring chain, and tautomerism. But if I follow that book, then you will not be able to learn about these three things too. Where in your coming years you will see a this term, tautomerism, and you should know what is tautomerism. If right now you don't use your time to learn about tautomerism, then in the coming semester you will have a problem. So now let's start about the chain, then position, functional, meta, ring chain, and tautomerism. This structural isomerism is very easy for all of us. Now this one is another thing through which we can get a some knowledge about isomerism. What is this structure isomerism? This one is a small description of these things. Here everything is mentioned here, and this example I will explain you. Just focus on this slide. Structural isomerism is the name indicates that they having a same molecular formula but different structural formula. That one is called as structural isomerism. Okay, same molecular formula but different structural formula are called as structural isomerism. And stereoisomerism means same molecular formula but the atoms of occupied different position in the space. Now please don't imagine that particular space. Okay, I have told you in the last slide. The same molecular formula but different in the orientation of particular atom. Here, as I told you, in the some books having only 3 things. So similarly, here they have explained about 3 things only: chain isomerism, position isomerism, and the next one is functional group isomerism. In the chain isomerism, what will be happen? In this example, you will get a small knowledge about these things. Chain isomerism means here you can see there is 2 examples. This one is a just like a horizontal chain, and there is unbranched chain, right? This one is unbranched. This one is continuous example. This black ball indicate this one is carbon atom. White ball indicate this one is hydrogen atom. So this one is our C4H10 butane and butane molecule. Now this one again, always there is also 4 carbon atom and 10 hydrogen atom. Here is carbon 4 and hydrogen 10. Here is also carbon 4 and hydrogen 10. But what is the difference between these two? Molecular formula are same, C4H10. But the difference in their arrangement of atom. Here is a continuous series, but there is a branched series. So this type of example will come under this particular chain isomerism. Now come to the second one is position isomerism. In this position isomerism, here you will see again black balls are here and the white balls here. Black ball indicates your carbon, white ball indicates your hydrogen. This green ball indicates a chlorine molecule. So here the chlorine atom is present. Here you can see the number of carbon 4 is, there is a 4 number carbon atom and hydrogen is 9. Similarly here also hydrogen is 9. Okay, but the difference in the chlorine atom. Here the chlorine atom is found at position number 1. Here chlorine atom is found at the position number 1, and while this particularly this chlorine atom is found at position number 2. 1 and here 2. Okay, so here chlorine atom is found at position number 2. So here you can see this one is a position isomerism. So carbon 1 and carbon 2. Next one is functional group isomerism. Functional group isomerism means where you can see this one is red colors oxygen atom. Okay, red color, this one is oxygen atom. In this first example, you can see CH3, CH2, OH. Oxygen is red color is your oxygen, white color is your hydrogen, carbon number is black. In the second example, you can see again the black one is carbon atom, hydrogen number is white, and the orange one is your particularly oxygen atom. So here the first one, here you can see the number of hydrogen atom is 4, 5. carbon number is 2, hydrogen is 6, and oxygen 1. In the next example also you can see carbon number is 2, hydrogen number is 6, and oxygen is 1. The both having the same molecular formula but different in the functional group. Functional group, here you can see alcohol group is present, here is ether group is present, oxygen ether. So you can easily identify that in this particular example, this example comes under the class of functional group isomerism. So this one was chain, this one was position, and next one is functional group isomerism. Next example is stereoisomerism, where you can see the firstly definition. The definition is a same molecular formula, but the atoms occupy a different position in the space. It's classified into two parts, geometrical and optical. Geometrical isomerism, where the geometry will be just different. I think all of you know very well known about the cis and trans isomerism. Cis means when the groups are found on the same side. In the first example here, you can see the green atoms are found on the same side, right? So we can see this one is an example of cis isomerism. And here the green ones are found on the opposite direction. So this one is a trans isomerism. Now come to the optical isomerism. In the optical isomerism, it occurs when the molecules have a chiral center and get two non-superimposable mirror image. Suppose that between these two, what is particularly chiral center? Chiral center means where different groups are present surrounding the carbon atom. One side methyl, next side alcohol, the third side hydrogen, the next side chlorine, bromine, iodine, like that. If the surrounding of this carbon atom having a different type of groups present, that one carbon is called as a chiral center. So here in this particular example, suppose that you have put here one mirror this side. Suppose that here you have put one mirror image. One mirror image. Like that. Okay. And now this one is our mirror image. Now you can see if you put this molecule, you can see the both are on the same side. Yellow are in the front side, like the green, orange, purple. It means here you can see the both are occur when the molecules have a chiral center and get a two non-superimposable mirror image. So this one is small description about the optical isomerism. But this stereoisomerism you have to learn in the coming semester. Okay, so in this semester, it means your third semester. In this semester, you have to only focus on the structural isomerism. So now only we will just be ready to learn about this particularly chain, functional. Okay, this particularly you have to learn about these things. What is chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, ring chain isomerism, metamerism, and tautomerism. Okay, and these things we will discuss in our next session. I'm going to upload a new video about in detailed description about these particularly stereoisomerism. Hopefully you have understood about this topic. If you have any confusion, so you can ask me. Thank you and have a good day.